Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for tuning into the channel. We are at Route 40 Antiques and Flea Market, which is located at 5650 East Pike outside the town of Zanesville, Ohio. This is on US Route 40, hence the name of the place. And as you can see, it's a pretty big place. And this US Route 40 runs parallel to Interstate 70. Here's Cody walking around in the front of the place, sniffing the ground. And we're going to go inside and see what kind of baseball cards they have at this place. So there is one seller here only that has sports cards. And they have this table that is filled with 5,000 count boxes full of cards. I did find a couple here that I did buy. So at the end of the video, I'll go over what I got here. In this case, is mostly 1980s rookie cards. There are some vintage cards mixed in. That 64 Mantle has its corners cut off, and they want 100 for that. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so you can see that. There's a lime green Ohtani from Donruss Optic. That Schmidt rookie up there is $80, but it's miscut. And that Ricky Henderson rookie card from 1980 is interesting. It was signed. They have that one priced at $450. I have no idea if that's a good price for a signed rookie card of Ricky Henderson's, but I didn't bother checking. I didn't bring that kind of cash with me. There's a Derek Jeter rookie card for $20 from 93 Topps. There's a Bo Jackson rookie card. I think that says 5. I can't quite make out the writing on the price tags for some of these. Down on this shelf, they have some basketball cards, but there's some baseball cards mixed in too. Some Wander Franco cards if you're still into collecting that. And there's some football cards there, and down on this shelf below, there's a Cecil Fielder rookie card with Corey Snyder on that. If anyone remembers Corey Snyder with the Indians, he was a big prospect back in the 80s. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see that whole case. And this is on the right side of the store as you come in, next to the cash register. Next door is another antique mall. This one's called Lucky Find Antiques, located on 5700 East Pike on the same road. As you can see, Route 40 Antiques is right back behind there. And there is one seller here that also had baseball cards. Mostly in these plastic cases, and there's a couple smaller things there. I did buy 3 things here, so I'll go over that at the end of the video. And there's some junk wax factory sets. Looks like about $18 and $20 are the prices going for those. This seller also had some non-sports cards if you're into collecting that. There's some Wizard of Oz cards and Star Trek Next Generation. Batman cards. And there's some cards also on this shelf here in packs. X-Men, The Punisher, and I don't know what that other one is. And some more cards up here, including the Andy Griffith Show, $15 for a wax box of those. And this was on our way to a place called Roberts Center where Cody attended a dog show. We were actually on our way to the National Specialty in St. Louis, Missouri, but Cody caught a cold, so we returned home after this show. So we didn't make it out there. And as you can see, he's still acting like a puppy. He's still charging. But he did fairly good at this one. Again, he's a puppy, so he doesn't do well against the adults, but somewhere down the road we're hoping he will. Right after this, I'll go over what I bought at those 2 places. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that brief tour of Route 40 Antiques and Flea Market and Lucky Find Antiques, both next door to each other on US Route 40, east of Zanesville, Ohio. The addresses for these two places, respectively, are 5650 and 5700 East Pike. They are right next door to each other. There are two other antique malls a little further east. I'd say maybe another mile or so. And I did not find any sports cards at either one of those places. They were interesting to go to. They were chiefly like glass and antique-y kind of things that you expect at antique stores, like old tools and things like that from the 19th century and things of that nature. So let's go into what I got at these two places. Sorry there, I was just moving something out of the way. So I did buy a bunch of singles from that first bin of multiple bins of singles, mostly 5,000 count boxes. They had multiple sports represented in there, but a good deal of baseball cards. Prices were mixed bag. Some good deals, some things were overpriced, some things were priced right at about what they're worth. So you just have to dig through it and see if there's anything you can find. So I didn't buy anything like really fancy or special here, and I think I did mostly okay. One card I think I probably paid too much for, but it was sort of like one of those gut feelings where you think, well, I probably should get that. And it turns out you could probably have gotten it cheaper buying it on eBay. But such is the case when you're out in the wild. Sometimes you don't get a good signal on your phone, or you actually look it up on your eBay app to see what comps are. And for whatever reason, it shows you different results than what your laptop shows you later at home. Go figure. Anyway, this is a 2020 Panini Contenders Game Day insert of Shohei Ohtani. We got that for $2. We got a Luis Robert rookie card from 2020 Panini Chronicles. Got that for $2. Ken Griffey Jr. from Topps Allen and Ginter 2013. That was $1. Mike Schmidt from 2001 Upper Decade 70s. This is the Bell Bottom Bashers insert set. That was $1. I previously had bought 3 other cards in a video not that long ago from Virginia from this insert set, and I think I just need a couple more to actually complete it. I think the insert set might have had something like 8 or 9 or 10 cards. I don't remember how many. But I like the design of that Decade 70 set that Upper Deck released back then. This is a... You would think this was Topps Gallery, but this was actually issued in 2020 Topps Chrome, and these were Topps Gallery preview inserts, and they are stamped the National Baseball Card Day 2020 right here, which makes them different from the regular 2020 Topps Gallery. This is Juan Soto. Got this one for $1, and the numbering on these says GP for Gallery Preview. I don't remember how many they issued with this. I think there might have been maybe 10 to 15 cards in this little insert set. I probably will seek out some more down the road. Nothing real special about it. I don't think any of them are really worth a lot. But it was a Juan Soto card I'm pretty sure I didn't have, so I thought I'd get that. Here's another Juan Soto card. This one is from 2020 Panini Unparalleled, and I think that is part of Chronicles. Yeah, it says Chronicles on the back. And got that one for $1. That's just the base card. The base card had this kind of effect, but there were a number of parallels for these. I think one was called Astral, and another one was called Galactic, and I think the Astral one had like stars across it and things like that. I don't think any of those parallels are worth too much more than the base card, except maybe the numbered ones, and I don't remember how many numbered ones there were. It's kind of hard to keep track of all the craziness that comes with Panini releases. This is the card I think I probably paid too much for, as I did see that there are cards on eBay of this same one that you could get for a couple dollars cheaper than this. This is 2020 Panini Certified Green. The the green parallel of Yordan Alvarez rookie card. I paid $5 for that, and I think you could probably get that for $3 as a fair price. Not sure what retail is on it. It might be about this price or a little bit higher. Another Luis Robert rookie card. This is from 2020 Stadium Club Chrome. That was one I didn't have. That was $3. And the last card from Route 40 Antiques was this 2020 Topps Now Luis Robert rookie card, and this is collects first career hit on first pitch seen. So this is kind of like his big league debut. Topps Now cards are you can only purchase them from Topps website. They don't come out in packaging. I think they come out. They give you some sort of I don't know what it's called. It's like the same stuff that Throwback Thursday and the Living Set get packaged in sort of like small packagings for a single card. But you buy these on the Topps website. They're usually available for just 24 hours. And a number of sellers probably buy these in bulk, and then they later sell them on eBay, and they usually undercut the price that they're selling them on the Topps.com website. So these have limited print run, and I don't remember what the print run for this one is. I think it might have been about 12,000 cards, because I think when Luis Robert first came up, he was a big deal, so a lot of people scrambled to get this card. And what Topps does is you just keep putting in you put in your order. Everybody puts in their order for the 24-hour period, and however many orders they get is how many cards they print. I believe that's what's going on there. It wouldn't surprise me if they print just a little bit more in case something bad happens, like the order doesn't make it to somebody so they can send some more. I'm really not sure how Topps does that. There isn't really any documentation about that. So I got that one for $3. I thought that was a pretty good price. Anytime I see Topps Now cards in this kind of price range and lower, and they're a player I collect, I definitely try to pick them up. Like I said, they have a limited print run. Not sure if they'll ever be worth too much down the road, but those limited print runs do help in some cases like that. Now, the second place I went to was called Lucky Find Antiques, right next door. And we'll go over this thing here. I got this plastic case that's full of these Kellogg's cards from the 1970s. And I got this for $10. We'll go over them. I was actually quite surprised at some of the ones that I found in here. Now, bear with me. I don't remember what years these came out, so I'm going to flip some of them over so I can double check. This is John Mayberry. As you can see, sometimes these things have little cracks in them, and I think that's why these were sold for just $10 for this whole thing. Most of them were in great shape. So this one's from 1976, and that was back when John Mayberry was with the Royals. We have Jim Rice from that same set. Vida Blue. Rod Carew, definitely thrilled to get that one. I was not expecting this many stars to be in here. John Matlack. This is Cleon Jones from the 1975 one. That one has some damage up here on the one edge, but otherwise the card's in pretty good shape. There's Billy North. Wilbur Wood. Fergie Jenkins. The Vida Blue one has a crack across it, and I think this is because these typically are curved. Naturally they seem to appear like this, and I guess just bending the card cracks it. I don't know. Maybe it was stored improperly. I think you could probably put these in top loaders and they'll be okay. I'm not really sure about that. I'm not sure what kind of stress you need to get these to crack. It may just be time. I don't really know. I don't know much about them, but this is something that happens to these Kellogg's cards quite a bit. I've seen that in the few that I see out in the wild, and I don't really see very many of these out in the wild. So this is from, let's see, the Vida Blue. That one was from 72. I passed over a couple. These are from 1972. There's Merv Rettenmund back when he was with the Orioles. Jim Palmer, that one's in pretty good shape. Ralph Garr. Glenn Beckert. Bob Gibson. This one actually is in pretty good shape. I don't see anything wrong with this one. Nate Colbert. Andy Messersmith. Mel Stottlemyre. Willie Mays. Yeah, there's a little crack up here on the Willie Mays one. Otherwise, I'm actually really surprised to see a Willie Mays card in this container. Bob Gibson, this one has a crack across the front of it. Carlton Fisk, let's see, that one was from 1974, and so is this one. That has a big crack on it right there, you can see. Jim Brewer, Jeff Burrows, Bobby Mercer, Willie Horton, Wilbur Wood, Danny Thompson, Chris Spire, Catfish Hunter. That one looks like it's in good shape. Tom Seaver, that one has some damage here. There's a crack there on it, unfortunately, but still not too bad. Ron Fairley and Joe Coleman finishes this off. So I thought that was a pretty good deal for $10. Some of those cards that don't have cracks, I checked. I didn't actually check Beckett, eBay comps on them, but I did check like my Beckett Almanac. I didn't feel like spending too much time looking them up, and everything is there like on one page, so it made it a lot easier to read. And it looks like several of them are like a couple bucks each. Maybe some of them are approaching $10, so $10 for the whole box was a pretty good deal. I also got this 1989 Cons Reds team set. I think I got that for $4, and I'm actually gonna open this up and we'll look at them. I wasn't planning on saving this for anything. Let me just kind of get it started there. I think the Pete Rose card has some corner issues based on, you know, it's kind of a tight wrapping. But we're going to go through and see, it's kind of hard to get the wrapping off. And let's have a look at these. These I have never seen out in the wild before, and since we're in the yeah, it's got some damage there. Couldn't really see it too well on. Let's see, some of that's plastic. Wow, the plastic's kind of stuck to it. Yeah, it's some paper loss. Get that off my fingers there. So some paper loss up along this corner, and the quarter's bent in down there. So if every single one of these was packaged this way, I'm imagining the Pete Rose card is kind of hard to come by in good shape. I probably might go check this on eBay to see if I can get a replacement for this one. But otherwise, I think the rest of the set might be okay. Here's the coach's card. There's Lee May and Tony Perez. Dave Bristol, Tommy Helms. Yeah, the upper left corner on this one's bent in, so it's shown some wear. Rolando Rooms, Jeff Reed. Well, that one's looking better. Another Jeff Reed. Why is there two of them in there? Ron Robinson, Norm Charlton, Jose Rio, Joel Youngblood, Danny Jackson, Tom Browning. He's got a corner ding on this lower corner. Ron Oster, Rob Dibble, Cal Daniels, sorry. There's another card behind him. Rick Mahler, Chris Sabo, Paul O'Neill, Lenny Harris. Here's an advertising piece for Conn's Hot Dogs. Save 50 cents expires October 31, 1989. Here's another one for Corn Dogs. Herm Winningham, Todd Benzinger, Eric Davis. Good, that one looks like it's in pretty good shape compared to the other ones. Ken Griffey Sr., John Franco. Come on, buddy. Barry Larkin. I think that's one of the key cards of the set. That one looks pretty good. There's might be a... No, that's not too bad. That's about near mint shape. Tim Burtzis, Bo Diaz, and Kent Tekulve. So the back card wasn't too bad except for down here in that corner. So not too bad. I'm okay with it. I understand a couple of the cards got damaged. And this other one I bought, I think, was also $4. And this is the Cons Cooperstown collection, which I think also came out in 1989, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure if I'm going to get this one apart without doing a little bit of surgery. Let's get that off of there. See if we can get this apart without doing any damage. Shrink wrapping. This is basically shrink wrap. And I don't think that's the best way to handle cards, but there you go. Old Fashioned Taste, Old Fashioned Savings. $1 off 2 packages. Expires February 28, 1990. So I think I'm correct about this coming out in 1989. I did a brief look up in my Beckett Almanac, and there were 12 cards in this set. I don't know if this is a complete set. We'll count them. So Whitey Ford, they don't have any numbering on the back that I can see. So Whitey Ford, Johnny Bench, so that's 2. Bob Gibson is 3. Lou Brock is 4. Willie Stargell is 5. Brooks Robinson is 6. Carl Yastrzemski is 7. Harmon Killebrew is 8. Cool Papa Bell is 9. It looks like we might have Billy Herman is 10. Eddie Matthews is 11. So I see 11 cards. I thought it was 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So maybe this is the 12th card. Let me double check. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. So I'm back. The 12th card, according to the Beckett Almanac, is this coupon card. So it was a complete set. And like I said, I think I got that for $4 also. So happy about that. That one's in much better shape than the Reds team set. So that's all I got at those 2 places. Not a bad haul, I guess. It wasn't a whole lot. Nothing really big. Probably the best deal was this for $10. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Beep, beep.